Good afternoon. Two people can live next to each other and even grow up next to each other, and everything is the same. They interact with the same crowd, they go to the same school, have the same teachers, they have the same kinds of friends, and they end up with a life that matches fairly closely to each other. They can have that kind of growing up time, and still their lives might just turn out differently. There is just forces behind everything that and characteristics that people have, and ways that they do things, and thoughts, dreams that they want to achieve, that is going to take two people whose growing up time, whose formative years seem very similar, and pulls them in two different directions. And sometimes those two different directions can be very, very different. One might be successful and do things in their life that continue to show that success. They have jobs, they earn money, they buy houses, they have a family. Things go well for them. Others might be pulled in a different direction where decisions and choices mean that they suffer and that things happen in their life. They can't hold a job. They don't have the schooling. They don't earn enough money. Lives can go in two different directions. That's what God is talking about in Proverbs chapter 11, verse 24. One person scatters his wealth, but it still increases. Another hoards it unjustly, but this leads only to poverty. The book of Proverbs is trying to give us statements, sometimes of common sense. Here, God is giving a statement about what can happen. It looks like two people have very similar lives, and yet one is trying to scatter their wealth, and it seems like they're spending their wealth and they're spreading around. They might be giving it away, and it just keeps on coming with more. Their wealth keeps on going. Others, they hoard their wealth, they keep their money, they make sure that they've got enough, and it leads to poverty. It doesn't always seem to match what is happening to what is going on. That the results don't always seem to match what we would expect. And two people can be going in different directions. This is the practical side of life. This is God speaking to our life of money and of our practical life. But when it comes to spiritual things, God is equal. God takes two people that might have grown up together, might have gone on separate paths, and when they come to know Jesus, they are exactly the same before God. God sees them as saved and rescued because of what Jesus has done. That inequality or that outcome that aren't the same, it goes away when people are seen through Jesus. And that's what God has done for you. He sees you the same as He sees all people who know Jesus, saved and going to heaven because of Him. Until we see each other again, the Lord's blessings on your day.